Hello guys, and expect here another coffee talk video. So in the last one, Bailey came in to basically get the reverse stock that Lou got earlier in the series. Basically, it was explained to Bailey that Lua may feel responsible if he were to leave his family and then one day regret leaving, because he'll lose his immortality. And since he's an elf, he doesn't have life insurance. But if he would actually leave his family and marry her, he would need life insurance, or he could lose everything just from a little injury. So, we're getting close to the time jump though. I don't know why it skips, but it does. Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally. Oh, you two are here. He really never changed. I know, but it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Joe, I like to order again. Usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations, alright? You know what to do. As long as he wants, the exact same thing. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Miss Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you, Ralph. It sounds like you two go right back. I mean, they met a while ago. You like anything warm made with ginger. So of course, to help with your fury, it would have to be something with ginger. Trying to heal myself by helping other people heal. Freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, or school graduate will draw and design from the shelter. Game programmer working on Full Metal Comfort series. So it's basically as you learn more about them, you get more stuff. Part of Los Angeles agency, old enough yet still seeking truth and purpose of life. Big fan of art and poetry, play running late without a fight, lover of bright moonlight, working 9 to 5 in a trading company by day, on a poetry readings, museums and weekends, and tramp by the program fruit. Coffee, so espresso. In case you didn't get it the first time, big fan of Naheem. Yeah, that's one of your inspirations. Working as journalist because it's the way to learn how to write better and talk to people who have experienced more than you and getting paid for learning more. Yeah, he has 3 daughters. Your favorite movie is Police University, Cop Story, Robert Cop. We do, I guess. Hey, where's my bodyguard? Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his butt kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ugh, those 2 jerks. I'm okay with saying the word, but not for the channel. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I'm reading it. Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really? You were trash, You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? At the time, we didn't even know each other. But because of that whole Francisco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, the blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. and I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may not. They may have had ties to the mafia, and I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead by getting your butt kicked. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying pain, but he's not a thief. But a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my aircraft Freya. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala? Well, he was working with me, I noticed. Hyde. I'd forward skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright? Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Why don't you tell me the long, clean version? Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a purpose in life, helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say, oh, this got my life, thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such jail from you. I know. Anyway, sure. I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Warm and cool at the same time. Why does milk add slightly, warmness? I think this would count, wouldn't it? Here's your order. Yay! Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Yeah, Freya. Is that her? Heh, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh really? What about me? I was just surprised you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it werewolf census. Right. I showed Troll my draft and actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. Again, you're supposed to be working. And I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. Okay, so you actually do work. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Feel too sore. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital adminning life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening at the hospital. Like things like how much specialists cost and how much it affects our income. So you manage the money. Things like how much specialists cost and how want you to fix all you can. Also do with the patients and their families if they require intensive care such as operations. I go through what we do and how much it would cost. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives, then? You could say that. Gosh, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who's very emotionally attached to patients will find this job pretty tough, whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. When do people really talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me, we rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep. What was that noise? You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this young. I want to say. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Hyde. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Wow, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy, that's for promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly manageable. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. The salary must be better if you take promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing the show. I really can't figure out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. A few weeks? Yep. Safe trip. Oh, he's leaving? See you around, Joel. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your own. You're leaving, Hyde. You know, it's kind of hard to believe something like Gala would be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? And I missed the interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, after we tell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Wow. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, how did he make the jump from, or should I say this? A very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story for me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Wow. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it now? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. PTSD, yeah, it's kind of PTSD. Most people that go to war experience PTSD at least a tiny bit, especially if they're in a fight, which with all the different types of creatures, and then the different countries that hate each other, even though they're just humans. You can see how bad that is. And the elves and stuff do have their own faces. And since elves see themselves as all high and mighty, I don't think they would get in a lot of wars, but I think other places would. The only thing he was confident in was his strength, so he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not, but it was the only thing he could do, or at least it was the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a party girl, and we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got to be interested in him. I think he's a cool person, that's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprise there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. Now, it's complicated, especially. Eventually, he did go get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after, he started working in the hospital. And he's been working. Oh. You're back. I still don't know your name. Good evening, everyone. Ooh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. Oh, you learned the name of the job, basically. Because last time he called me owner. By the way, I didn't catch your name last time we visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Nell. You're all friends. Oh, I've met everyone then? Gosh, so many people were maxed out. I can't even see your birthday. I think your birthday would be different though. Oh, hi to my son now. In fact, everything's the fact that I've been blood sober for 10 years now. Model, as stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. No? Yes? No. Is that your name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Nell has a lot of associations with Earthlings' outputs in intergalactic exploration. I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm earlier. And you, Sor. Hyde. You come here often. For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, do you mean thousands? Or of course you're asking if they're from another planet. By far away, you mean... By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more. More. Much more. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw. When we first arrived? Image? Ah, the Armani Gendru album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, don't say what I think you're going to say. This place is really a perfect spot to practice our communication skills with other things. But before that, please, let us order something from the Barista. Please don't stick your finger in it again. Do I actually have straws this time or no? Like paper straws. And the volumes being... Have you ever had it where it seems like no matter how high or low the volume in it, it just doesn't seem right? Yeah, this is what's happening with me right now. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it. Yes? Yes? So... anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise, but we doubt you'll be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please, surprise us. Hmm. Nope. It's gotta be something with mint. I haven't used mint, okay? At least I don't think I have. Okay. Hmm. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Oh boy. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you now? Us? We're travelers. Doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. So you said the exact same thing, just another way. Thank you, Nell. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out herbs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked over me? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure is mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Well, I was wishing I was so far. My dinner today is going well. No, I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them though? I don't know. What do you think? You are a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decide to go on a date. Or maybe go farther. If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Yeah, breed makes it sound like you want to have kids. No. People don't like to hear that on the first date or even before you even start dating them. No. Wow, no wonder your mission's going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner, exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission's serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let's just check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings meet with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Sorry, I had to take the headphone off my right ear because my glasses are digging into it and it hurts. They're not digging my ear, but they're digging into my head and it hurts. So, the microphone exchange positions, so if I get louder or quieter, that's why. Or if I got louder or quieter, that's why. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves, and those in charge also don't have good enough control over us. Not to mention some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. Oh no, it's farthest from the truth. If only humans actually took care of the planet, then maybe scientists would stop saying that the Earth will overheat in a few thousand years. I mean, eventually, yeah, the sun's gonna blow up. It won't be in any of our lifetimes, so all stars have to blow up, and the sun is technically a star. All suns are stars. At least that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case, but Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. This is the funniest interactions ever happened, I think, in this game. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting today varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow, the breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others? That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women before if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? At pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do you kind of sex? Like seeing how you drink. Condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the deals unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of other things is far more complicated than anything else in Bearstar. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discovered after all. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. That was interesting. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Mod. I'm just gonna constantly change how I say her name. I know it, and I'm sorry. And then they mistook Miss Myoto for their date. They came to the little park. Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has the young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? Lua. You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My money. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, you have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gallo join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest. Like how apparently it isn't easy to make you join a conversation about people's love life. Or to annoy them. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. Where was Seoul? I've never heard of it before. I don't remember where it was. So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. So I was right, he usually would. Yeah, I found it a little weird that Gala said he would see one of his friends in a week. A friend that he's gotten so close to after catching up with him. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Huh. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. And that's one way to put it. Anyway, it's Freya. Do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Anyway guys, that'll be it for this video because I enjoy life. If you want to let me be, I guess.